What's up guys, David here, and you guys have been asking for the LG V30 drop test. You've been messaging me on Facebook, you've been leaving comments here on YouTube, so here it is. Today we're going to be doing a phone book style drop test with the V30, where we're going to be dropping it side by side next to arguably its biggest competitor in the Galaxy Note 8. But before we get to the test, I want to give a big thanks to Tech21 for making this video possible. So when we tested the Evo check case for the LG V30, it handled the back, corner, and face drops without a problem. Tech21 protects drop after drop, with the V30 we tested still looking flawless. Tech21 cases are drop tested 20 times to ensure durability and long-lasting protection to be able to withstand the multiple drops that occur in the everyday use of a smartphone. The Evo check case is available for both the LG V30 and the Galaxy Note 8 in a number of different colors, so click on that link down below in the description and get your phone the protection it deserves. Alright, let's get to dropping. Round number 1, backdrop. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, so after that backdrop, both phones pass our 10-point inspection and remain fully functional. But cosmetically, there's no contest. The V30 surprisingly survives the backdrop with almost no visible damage, while the Note 8 has its rear glass completely shattered. So a really impressive result for the V30 and an easy win for it here in round number 1. Round number 2, corner drop. In 3, 2, 1. After that corner drop, both phones have their aluminum bands scuffed, but because the bands are all metal without any kind of layering over top of them, the scuffs honestly don't look all that bad, and neither phone really did better than the other here, making it a draw in round number 2. Round number 3, face drop. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, so that face drop cracked the glass on the front of both phones, but the result on the Galaxy Note 8 does look better, with the majority of the cracks being contained to just the corners, which may or may not be due to it having curved edges. The V30 on the other hand suffers more significant cracking, with the shattered glass up top distorting the selfie cam, giving the edge to the Note 8 in round number 3. Bonus round. Okay, so with both phones still being technically usable, we entered the bonus round, where we drop each phone directly onto steel from much higher up, which should put the shock and impact resistance of each phone to the test. Last time, the Galaxy Note 8 was able to survive not 1, not 2, but all 10 bonus drops. While the glass on the front and the back of the phone did take a beating, most of the display itself remains undamaged except for on the edges. However, unfortunately, after doing our 10-point inspection, we found that no matter what we did, we couldn't get the camera or the flash to work. So a decent result, but not necessarily the best. Let's see if the V30 can fare any better. 3, 2, 1. See, it doesn't make as loud as the noise because this phone is so lightweight and still looks like it's working. Cool. 3, 2, 1. Good drop. Is the result good? Ooh. All right, so we have a little dimple in the screen here, obviously way more shattering. The back doesn't have any shattering. We've seen some phones that shatter on the back after all this impact, but the back's holding up nicely. The screen looks like it's working in pretty much all the corners, so let's go on. Drop. Woo! Ooh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Nothing much. I mean, same story. A little bit more like little fractures in the glass, but it's still responding. So this thing is doing really well. And drop. 10 drops. Can you do 10 bonus drops? 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that one sounded the worst too. Did it do it? And yep. Looks like it is still fully functional, at least the touchscreen is. Okay, so the V30 also survived all 10 bonus drops, and while the front glass looks really bad, the rear glass still remains in perfect condition. And unlike on the Note 8, the rear camera and the flash still work. However, the wide-angle camera on the back did get damaged, with it unable to focus on anything. You can actually see what looks like the camera housing at the bottom of the viewfinder, so the lens may have gotten somewhat dislodged. The display itself, though, still remains fully responsive to the touch. However, when you lock and unlock the phone, you do get this flicker that happens, and what's weird is if you keep the always on display option turned on in the settings, the screen won't turn back on after you lock it. You have to fully restart the phone to get the screen to come back on again, but if you disable the always on display option, this doesn't happen and it works just fine. So a really interesting result. Alright, before we take a look at the scorecard, let's quickly review our new scoring method because, man, we needed one. So from now on, the scores will be based only off of how a phone performs relative to the phone it's being compared to, and not off of any other phone from other drop tests. The winner of each round will receive 10 points, with the loser scoring anywhere between 6 and 9 points depending on how much worse it did. If two phones perform similarly, each phone will be given 10 points, and after all 4 rounds, the scores will be tallied up to determine an overall winner. Anyways, let's get to the scorecard. In the first round, the clear advantage went to the V30, whose glass remained fully intact. The phones tied in the second round. In the third, the Note 8 suffered less damage on the front, and then finally, in the fourth, while the Note 8's display looked better, the V30's camera and flash still worked, contributing to the V30's higher overall score, making it the winner here in this